Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. Both US and European markets were down on the back of developments in Cyprus, anywhere from about 0.4% to almost about 1.5%. And also importantly, some of the data points that came out from US like consumer sentiment was weak, and some of the data points from European markets were also weak, like Italian trade deficit came in at about 1.6 billion euros, which was weaker than expectations. And the key thing to watch out for now is what really happens about this proposal to tax the depositors as a part of the bailout program. If the Cyprus Parliament fails to pass a resolution to this effect, then that matter could get a little more complicated. And whether Cyprus will continue to be a part of Eurozone or no is something that the markets probably would not want at this point of time. Though some of the other countries like Greece and Spain have indicated that they don't have any such plans to tax the depositors to soothe the sentiment given the uncertainty around Cyprus. When we look at the Asian markets today morning, most of the markets are showing good bounce back, particularly the Nikkei is up almost about 1.9%, and some of the other markets like Hang Seng are up about 0.4%. So we are seeing some recovery in the Asian markets today morning on the back of much less carnage overnight in US and Europe. In terms of flows, friends, FIs were net buyers in the cash market to the tune of about 503 crore. The domestic institutions were sellers to the tune of about 460 crore. And in the F&O segment, in futures, FIs were net sellers to the tune of almost about 790 crore. Back home, friends, our markets also continue to slide down, and we were down almost about 0.6% on the back of the global markets. And today is an important policy meet of RBI where the expectations are about 25 basis point hike, and some section of the market also believes that we could have additional 25 basis point CRR cut also for better liquidity that market needs at this point of time because of the March ending. So this is something that we will be watching out for. And on that note, let me invite Sadhana to take us through important F&O cues, data and strategies that we can have in the F&O space.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday market started the session on negative note, and afterwards it was continuously in a narrow range. And around 3 lakh shares were added in open interest, and also Nifty futures premium decreased from 24.50 points to 16.15 odd levels. As we are seeing, short positions are building up in the market with every rise in the market. On the options front, 5,800 call as well as put strike side seen a good number of activity, and followed by 5,900 and 6,000 call strike side seen a good number of activity. So once the event is over, from intraday perspective, one can go long on Shriram Transport Finance with a stop loss of 709.30, and one can go short on Infi with a stop loss of 2,918.35. Thank you.
Here are the important news and events that we are tracking today. First of all, as I said, RBI policy meet is today, and where the general expectation is that we are going to have a 25 basis points repo rate cut, and some section of the market also believes that we could have a CRR cut. And we've seen most of the rate sensitives actually reacting negatively ahead of this policy. So there could be some pop in the morning session before the policy is out. So there could be some tradable opportunity in private banking space, auto names, and some of the real estate names like DLF, etc. In another important news, the Oil Ministry has set up a panel headed by Vijay Kelkar to prepare a roadmap to enhance the domestic output of oil and gas and reduce the dependency on the imports over a longer period of time. And sugar decontrol talk, which was to be taken up by the Parliament, has been deferred by a day. So today we could have some kind of a discussion and some decision on the decontrol. Remember friends, we had seen some action in stocks like Balrampur Chini, Sri Renuka Sugar yesterday. So there could be some more volatility in the sugar stocks on the back of that. Sun TV has informed the exchanges that their promoters have released almost about 1 crore shares from the pledge on March 13. So it's a bit of a positive for Sun TV. Motherson Sumi, some negative news as the company has dropped the plan to raise funds by way of QIP through the sale of 4.41 crore shares. M&M, some positive news as the company has launched E20 electric car, which is priced at about 5.96 lakhs, and it has also indicated to come out with a 4-seater launch of the same in China. So that's positive for Mahindra. One can go long on it with a stop loss of 896 and a target of about 940. And GVK Power is looking at selling some of its assets in Australia to reduce its debt over a period of time. So one can go long on GVK Power with a stop loss of 11 and a target of about 12. And Visa Steel, some positive news as the company has entered into a deal worth about 368 crore for selling the stake in its Coke unit called Visa Coke Limited to a US company. So one can go long on Visa Steel with a stop loss of 42.75 and a target of about 45.46. Glenmark, some negative news as the company has recalled one of its product called Monteculast sodium from US markets, which is used for the treatment of asthma. So one can short Glenmark with a stop loss of 510 and a target of about 485 to about 475. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great trading session. See you tomorrow at the same time.